Georgie.
Hi Anna.
Welcome back.
And hello listeners.
We actually never say hello to the listeners. We just say hello to each other.
Hi,
How
if you're
are you
listening,
doing?
you're also included in the
How
conversation.
are you doing, Georgie?
I'm fine. I've got something really funny to
You're
say.
just chewing on a Strepsil.
Yeah, if you hear like clattering, it's not the glass table.
This time it's a Strepsil. Someone's lost their voice a little.
Yeah, she's back. So oh my god, I'm gonna notice it more though. I'm gonna feel like I sound so different.
No, you sound fine.
Okay, good.
It's okay.
It's okay. Well, when I was at work, I felt like I was taking extra care to do my like posh British accent on the
Phone voice.
phone, like trying really
Hello.
hard to not sound
Amazing.
ill. And then I always think, oh my god, I'd be such a good voice actor, like voiceovers and like,
I have
bits
to do
and pieces.
voiceovers for work
Mm.
because we make trailers. That's where I come in.
You can
go
just
into my
do it
little voiceover booth
rather than
with my
hiring someone.
So we're back after a little break. We're now doing the episodes fortnightly. It's actually quite nice. It makes me excited to do them a bit more when it's fortnightly because you have that like week break and then you come back.
So if this is the first you're listening to, that's okay because I don't think it's very linear. Like you can go back
Not
and
at
listen.
all.
We're not like an episodic series.
No, definitely not. We're going to be jumping back and forth subjects. The other week we did the mental health episode and we've got a mental health episode part 2 coming up soon.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily in chronological order, and when you listen to podcasts you pick and choose what you want to listen
Exactly.
to depending on what the mood is, what you're interested in that week.
Basically, whatever. Do whatever you want. So we've just done a little video as well on
On
YouTube.
YouTube.
So if you want to go check that out, see our faces,
Right.
a little bit of bonus content really.
Mhm.
But I do mention in it very early on that we were like talking about the name and we were like, oh, we chat shit. We talk about female shit.
Mhm.
Another really good one I've recently thought of is that instead of the female shit show, it could be the females hit show. Because obviously
Females
some
hit
places
show,
won't be
yeah.
like happy about saying shit all the time.
It's not like
It's
we're...
the females hit show.
Yeah, it could be a lot. Like, you've texted me one time being, I just read it as the female shits how.
The female shits.
Like, how does the female shit? So, I suppose, you know.
It's like, at least it doesn't mean one thing.
Versatile.
A guy in my office the other week was, well, when we'd first started talking about it, they were like, Gina, do you wipe front to back or back to front? And I said,
What?
well, first of all,
The female
front to
shit
back.
show.
But second of all, why else? And he was like, oh, is this not what you talk about in your female shit show?
That's so good.
I was like, no, but we will.
definitely don't cover that. I'm
Um,
excited to get into these questions. I really enjoyed it last
Yeah, they
time.
do get the first 25, 30 that we've done were not that bad, but they do get worse.
Oh god, yeah, well I'm here for that. Bit of spicy questions.
Bit in ice cold water. How is your first week of being 25 treating you?
I did the biggest clear out of my life. Like, emptied every single one of my drawers. I ordered some new storage, new shelves, so I can like organise everything. There is no better feeling than having a room clear out, having all this space, and then like getting new stuff, rewarding yourself with
By getting rid of
brand
stuff
new
with
stuff.
new stuff, yeah.
I am an adult. Maybe this is me being 25.
You get the joy in buying all these like adult things
Yeah.
and home decor.
Yeah, and thanks to getting up early this week, I've been able to do that.
There's nothing better than doing a lot of things in the morning and then looking at it's like 9 o'clock and you're like, oh my god, I've done
yeah.
so much
And I did
already.
all of that before 12 o'clock. I was so impressed with
That's
myself.
really good.
How have I become this person? Like a morning person? I just don't think I
Because
once
you're not
was.
drinking. Maybe that's got something to do with it.
Oh my gosh.
21.
Sounds like this is post AA. My journey into not being an alcoholic.
It's been 6
It's literally
weeks.
been a month of just not drinking.
We did our resolutions episode for not only just a new year, but 2021.
Yeah.
You know, hopefully being there. But also, it's Lunar New Year, Chinese New Year this week. Next week, yeah, Shrove Tuesday and Ash Wednesday, and
Pancake
which is Lent. The Lent period and the 40, well, it's 40 days, but like not including
Is it something
Sundays.
to do with the Bible? Going 40 days.
Yeah, it's
40
something to
days
do with the
and
Bible.
40 nights. That's all I remember from school.
It's kind of like fasting a little bit, like you're supposed to give something up. The 40 days ends with Easter, where you're like treated, you're rewarded for like giving all
doing
that stuff
that.
up. So the point of Pancake Day is having the last treat and using up the stuff that's in your cupboard.
Yes.
And all your sweet stuff. But yeah, so you're going to give up anything for Lent?
No, I'm giving up enough.
Okay, let's get back into these.
70 questions with Georgie and Anna. Just a little recap if you haven't
Oh.
listened to the part 1. Basically, these are 70 horrible questions, which we found on Instagram, and so many to get through. What's your favourite colour, Georgie? Literally the most textbook boring question.
I have so many answers for different
I can't
colours.
give you... We are awful at doing question and
Like-
answer because neither of us can give a straightforward answer. We're always like, well, it depends on what mood I'm in.
We've just got to dissect every question.
Just love to chat shit.
Why do you need a favourite colour?
I think it's like when you were a child and you had to pick colours from like games
Or like,
symbols.
what colour do you want to paint your room? Like, what's your favourite colour?
Yeah, exactly.
Our decor is quite similar, that we've got grey, white and mustard, like ochre colour.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh my god, yeah, navy and mustard combo, I love. What I want is either like a navy blue sofa and a really dark navy blue like one wall.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say at the moment, mustard.
Mustard is your favourite colour?
Yeah.
That's so interesting. Sam hates the colour mustard, so he's like,
But
we
it
are not
goes
having
with
a mustard
grey.
living room.
No.
I always say Tiffany blue, but then I do really like sage green as well. I have a really weird thing for sage green. Interesting fact, I'm a little bit colourblind, so I see green and grey. So if something's grey, I'll think it's green. And I'll see shades of green and grey things.
Is that because of your eye?
Potentially. I don't think the colour of your iris has anything to do with your actual sight.
Oh.
Because it's like a completely different bit of your eye, isn't it?
I think it's all
The
connected.
bit where my colours are different is the iris.
Oh my god, we could do a whole podcast on what is your favourite colour.
Yeah,
and
I
just
know,
talking
literally.
about
I can't
colours.
believe we just chatted about colours for 10 minutes.
Oh, Sam's calling you.
Hello? We're literally recording a podcast as we speak. Was it important?
I was just chatting to shoot the shit whilst I cook my tea.
Oh, I see. Well, yeah, we're recording a podcast right now.
Bye!
Bye! Lol.
You wanted to chat shit? Well, we don't. Oh, this is a good one. Do you have trust issues?
No.
Long pause.
I do think you could convince yourself that you can't trust someone for some reason, especially like in a relationship. You know, or they're going out, or what are they doing? Like, you could overthink it so much that you could convince yourself that something is going on. I know not to do that, so I don't think I have trust issues.
I think it's like you need to train your brain that, whereas if you're like 16, 17, 18, you don't have the experience, like not be able to do that because you do know that anything could happen.
Yeah, I think if someone's broken your trust in the past and then you have trust issues, I think that goes hand in hand with thinking the worst in everyone, or like thinking every boy's the same, or like all boys
you can't
cheat.
carry
That's
on
such a
insecurities to another relationship.
That's just like such a prejudice. All boys are the same. All boys are going to cheat because they're not all the same.
Trustworthy until proven otherwise.
Exactly.
But some people have like guard up and won't trust people. They've got to like earn it for something. But it's like, don't be with someone if you don't.
Same. Not everyone's the same. So how can you like put everyone in one basket?
Deep.
What about you? Do you have trust issues?
No. I've only ever had trust issues with like shit boyfriends who you didn't trust.
Georgie, next question. Do you give out second chances too easily?
Yeah, you know, I think I'm just like generally quite forgiving, but I wouldn't make a point of being like, I'm giving you a second chance. I just would move on from something. If someone's upset me or pissed me off, I'd just get over it. Because what's the point?
Second chances in a relationship? No, never. I would never give a second chance in a relationship. Like, you fuck up, that's it. Well, in the past, I think I've given friends too many chances. Yeah. I would like not acknowledge that I'm hurt about something because I wouldn't want to ruin the friendship.
And then let it build up.
Wouldn't even have the forgiving process. I would just forget it straight away.
Leads quite nicely on to, is it easier to forgive or forget? It's easier to forgive. You can be in a situation where you feel like, yeah, we can move on from this. But then when it comes to it, like, you can't forget what hurt you.
Exactly.
You feel like you can forgive someone and you might be able to, but...
Maybe that's what I meant when I was like, push it out of my head. I think that was almost like you're forcing yourself to forgive it. But like subconsciously, you're not going to forget about it because it builds up and builds up.
Oh my god, this one's so funny.
Is it? Oh, that's so weird.
Why are you freaking out?
Is this the best year of your life? Because I was literally thinking about this the other day, about how this is the best year of my life.
What, so you think 2021 will be?
I know it will be. I would have said last year, if only it wasn't for the pandemic, because last year was the best year of my life.
We've still got a pandemic this year.
Even though it should have realistically been the worst year of my life. And I did kind of cover this on the mental health episode, how I was saying I felt guilty because I felt happier than I had in a long time, despite the fact that we were in a pandemic and everyone else was having such different experiences.
Think of all the people who have got married or had a baby or started their dream job, like started their business or like started their relationship. Don't ever feel guilty about 2020 can be your best year.
2020 should have been, but then we were locked inside. But this year, the same things that made last year the best year are still happening in this year.
But with more hope.
But with less of the pandemic.
We will see.
Yeah, I hope so. I have such a good feeling and I'm not just saying that.
That's really good. Because unless something like massive happens to like really fuck you up.
Yeah, let's fucking hope that doesn't touch me. Yeah.
How old were you when you had your first kiss? 15. Proper kiss, like tongues?
I was 15.
On holiday?
On holiday.
Did you come back and you were like, I kissed a boy on holiday, and everyone was like, I don't believe you.
Yes.
Mine's was a lot younger, but I went to a mixed school and you went to a girls' school, so it makes sense. How did your school like phrase it? Did you say get off with,
Yeah,
Pull.
get off with. Pull.
We
Pull
say
was
pull.
primary school behind the bike shed.
That's
and, like, people would go
terrible.
and watch. Like,
That
it was
happened in
a
our school.
exhibition.
Like, all gathered
Yeah,
around.
how weird.
The
And just
pressure.
watch people kiss.
Terrible.
Primary school,
Voyeurism
fucking
at its
gross.
finest.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, mine was 13 with my first, like, proper boyfriend.
13's very young to have a boyfriend.
Straight to jail.
To jail.
Right to jail.
13, but it was my first proper boyfriend, so that's okay, I think.
Have you ever walked outside completely naked? I
I've
think it means
skinny
like
dipped
you've
in the
been
sea.
out. Oh well, then yeah, you've been outside
Yeah.
completely naked.
What is one food you could eat every day?
Bread and butter, like warm.
Butter.
There's this sourdough in the Ivy. I'm obsessed with this. Like every time we book the Ivy, that's all I want to go for. The fucking sourdough with the salted butter that they serve with it.
Ooh.
I'm literally like, fuck, it's so good. It's literally my favourite food.
That is a really good
Every
answer,
day.
like really good bread and really good butter.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow, my whole mouth just filled with saliva.
You
Yeah.
can't be like it has to be warm bread. Just pick
I
one.
honestly have so many. Like, I
Yeah.
eat everything. Like, I love so much food. But
Whereas I have like a very obsessive personality, so if I like something, it's my favourite.
as general as mine would be pasta, because you could do
Okay.
so much with pasta, but all really specifically, you know, because you asked. 2 garlic cloves, freshly chopped up, red and green chilies, and just butter and oil and linguine.
Okay, next question.
Deep again.
Do you believe everything happens for a reason?
I don't think that there has to be a reason behind everything happening, but I would never be like angry at a random event and be like, why did this have to happen? Do you know what I mean?
I
Like,
see.
you just get on with it.
Do you remember in the, I keep referring back to our old episodes, but in the mental health, whenever we get deep, I always refer back to our really
Yeah.
deep episode when we did the mental health one. Well, I mean, it's psychology, isn't it?
It was deep.
But I said about how everything that's bad in my life that's happened, something good has come out of it.
And you can
So I
attach
think
the things happening.
There has to be a balance, and there's some Freud out there that's theorised about this in, what's the study called? Philosophy?
What?
Philosophy.
Philosophy.
Do you know what you're trying to
There's
say?
some philosopher out there that's done studies on this. Something good in your life will eventually come out of that really bad thing happening.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so like I do think everything happens for a reason.
We're just
Decisions
living it.
along that
We're
path.
just along for the ride.
Yeah.
These are all like.
We should do an
starter
episode when we get high
questions.
and just repeat these questions.
Do you know
and
how
see how
weird? Do you
different
know
they
how
would be.
like? But we'd think it was really funny at the time. Then we'd listen to it back. But this is shit. We're
Yeah,
just-
probably like we sound really weird. We sound really weird anyway. We sound like we're high all the time.
Are you mean?
I don't think I could be mean. I'm such a.
Yeah, you're not mean.
Oh god, I hate this phrase.
I'm such an empath.
But like, if someone's crying, if I see someone, you know, those like charity ads are crying. Like I'm such a empathetic person. I don't think I could be mean because
You're a
I
simp.
would feel. I am a simp. That's fine. I hate that phrase so much. Simp. It's
Oh,
like
sorry.
everything that's wrong with masculinity.
Is it not like SYMP? Like you're sympathetic.
SIMP.
What does it mean? I
It's
don't
when
know. I
like
just
a boy
said it.
will do anything for a girl in a relationship.
Oh.
Like that's how it should be. Not like worship the floor that she walks
Why did I
on.
think it was
I mean, like you
SYMP?
should be nice to your girlfriend.
Oh, it's a very like teenage thing, isn't it? Bros at hoes.
I think it's just coming from the lads that are single
Mhm.
and like crying after their friends being in relationships.
I think I can, what is it, rest in bitch face sometimes. Especially now with a mask on. I smile
Yeah.
so much under my mask and I'm like, oh my god, I don't look like I'm smiling.
You
and
have
like
to be,
people probably,
say it in your voice.
yeah.
Like if I'm in a bad mood and like a little bit snappy, I'll think about it the rest of the day and I'll feel so awful. And I'll be like, you don't know what that person's going through. Like you just snapped at them. That could be like their last straw.
Literally.
That's the kind of shit that goes through my head.
Sometimes-
on a day-to-day basis.
Like I said before about like very like phone and customer service
Yeah.
voice. Sometimes I'll say stuff in shops or hospitality and it'll come across really passive aggressive. I'm like,
Because you're
fucking
being
hell,
posh.
like
You're
I'm
just
like,
trying to be
why-
well-spoken.
yeah, and I just sound like a dick and I'm like, oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
But yeah, I'm so sorry if I've ever said anything to you and it sounded
too.
really passive aggressive. I didn't mean to be mean.
Do you believe in true love? What does it mean by true love?
Soulmates,
I
that's
think
a bit
that's
more of a
what it
definitive
means.
answer. True
Yeah, I think
love,
it means like the one.
no, because it's not referring to like one person or like one situation or one relationship. If you find true love, it's not saying that there's only one out there. Is there only one true love? Oh wow, I have happened to find my soulmate, my true love, in
This
a 5-mile radius of where I was
Yeah,
born
exactly.
in my first 20 years. Like,
Yeah.
how lucky am I?
with 7 billion people on the planet and you think there's one person that you're supposed to marry. No, I think anyone could be the one for you
Anyone
if you get
in
to know them
any-
well enough. I don't believe in the one.
You can
That's
like
much
have
evidence
true
that there's
love,
not.
but on the whole, no.
Yeah, no, neither of us. Well, that's a bit savage because it sounds like we're being like, nah, love doesn't exist.
Love exists everywhere and with anyone.
Yes.
Anyone who love me. What's your favourite weather? Ooh.
Oh, okay. You know when you're on holiday and it's been a hot day, but then it's getting to the evening and it's starting to cool down a bit. The sun's setting, but it's not really sunny, and all the sky's like really pretty colours.
That is beautiful.
That is it.
That was a great answer.
Like the humid air.
Give
not
me a
too-
temperature though.
Not hot and sticky. Like 29?
29's still quite hot
Is
for
it?
an evening.
Oh, fuck. I don't know. I'm really bad at
29's hot.
Okay, 28?
Still hot.
27? 26 for an evening.
26, 27 for the evening. Like,
Yeah,
is
evening.
perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have honestly no concept of measurements. Any
measurements.
measurement. I can't do it.
Yeah, dyslexia, but for numbers.
Yeah, but then I'm good at like algebra.
Mine is kind of how it's been recently. When it's cold, but like beautiful. Bright blue skies,
Oh,
sunny. When it's really nice in the sun, you can feel the warmth of the sun.
Yeah,
but
you
like
appreciate
a
the
crisp
sun
day.
more.
So more in like March and April, I think this will happen. Ooh, do you want to get married?
Yeah. Because I was just having this moment where I was thinking about weddings. Not like that.
Wedding
But I was
prep.
just thinking about like, imagine having every single favourite person in your life, favourite family members, all your favourite friends, all your favourite people in your life in the same room on the same day.
It's enough
at
to,
the
like-
same time. Mind blowing.
Yeah, it's enough to like make you want to cry just thinking about it.
Yeah.
Watching like
That's
wedding
like
vlogs and videos makes me cry. And
It's
I'm like,
just,
I
like,
don't know these people.
Planning everything to look so beautiful. I would have fucking pampas grass everywhere. It would be so beautiful. Like honestly, when I think of weddings, I don't think about like the marriage part, like the actual marriage part.
This is
At
the
moment, I'm
thing.
just like,
This is the question. It was not, what do you
No.
want to plan your wedding like?
no,
do you
sorry,
want to get married?
no. Of course I do. I
Obviously
think
the
only
wedding comes with
recently, like I've started becoming a bit more like. Before I was like, yeah, of course I want to get married. I want to marry the person I love. I want to do all that shit. And now I'm like, oh, the decorations, all the people.
Yeah, but
So,
that stresses me out.
I mean, yeah.
That would be so stressful to build up. It's like what Christmas is every year. It's so stressful.
a
So
wedding
much
planner.
build up. It's expensive.
Yeah, that's
Like
the
there
only
can be so
thing.
many problems. Like there's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah.
Just for a day. The thing is though, you'd be so nervous and be stressing that you'd probably forget it, wouldn't be able to enjoy it, or then you just get drunk anyway and don't remember
I can't think of anything worse than being drunk and forgetting the rest of your wedding night.
it. All of my like older family members who have had their weddings say that like just enjoy it, like relax, and because
Yeah,
you'll
yeah, yeah,
forget
stop
it because
stressing
it goes
about
so
it.
quick the whole day.
I mean, but then you do get like the shit afterwards, which is so nice. It's like it's not done then. Honeymoon and
I mean, this was like turned into a wedding question, but yeah, I do want to get married.
is it cute when a boy/girl calls you baby?
No, I probably would have said yes, but I don't think baby is cute. Like, my dad calls his girlfriend babe, and sometimes he says it accidentally to me. And then I'm like,
Cheesy
oh, babe is so cringe when you hear
Yeah.
other people say it, but when you're saying it to your
It
babe,
sounds normal.
you think it's fine.
Yeah. I think it like depends who you're with, doesn't it? Because me and Sam never call each other babe.
What does he call you then?
Anna. What I was going to say is, I think it depends who you're with. If that person says it and you're like, oh, I like that, then yeah.
If someone
Like,
you weren't
I
with
had a-
said it, I'd be like, ugh, fuck.
Yeah, I had an ex who would call me baby. I realised I didn't like him, and I'm pretty sure that was one of my catalysts.
Yeah.
Because he was calling me baby, and I was
And
like
it's
turned
cringe.
off by it.
I
But
think
if the right person calls you baby, it's good.
Yeah, I think baby's actually cringe, whereas babe doesn't feel as cringe if you use it.
That's
like,
so
a
weird.
lot.
I think the opposite.
Well, we only say baby
How's
if
that?
it's like when we're talking in like a baby voice.
Yeah.
Oh, baby. We would never say, I'd never say
It
baby,
has to be like a
seriously.
super specific moment. I like that my grandparents call each other Dal.
That's
When I was
so
younger, I
cute.
thought my granddad's name was Dal because I'd hear my granny say it so much.
Aww.
And then I'd start hearing him say Dal to her, and I was like, wait, I'm confused. Who's Dal? Who's.
That's like in Friends and Phoebe's comforting, right? She goes, oh, Phoebes. And she's like, that's your nickname.
Oh,
I just
right.
thought that's what we called each other.
That's so funny. Your turn.
Would you change your name? Some
No.
people must really hate their name
Yeah,
for this to be a
exactly.
question.
Like, oh my god, thank God someone asked me.
Isn't it? As I've gotten older, my name's like gone through a progression because my family would always call me George or Georgie.
That's so true. You have one of those names where it could be so many
Yeah,
different things,
which
whereas
is
I
great.
don't. So
I associate it with like being younger.
G,
my friends.
Georgie, Georgina,
I was
Gina.
just gonna get to them.
Sorry.
Because in school, and if I was like naughty, I'd get Georgina. So then when obviously you're in your teenagers and that's what everyone's calling you, you have it on all your social media, so that's why I've got Georgie on everything. But I don't really like Georgina or Gina.
69. Do you believe in soulmates?
We kind of just covered this. You can have soulmates that are your friends or family members. It doesn't have to be a lover.
Yeah.
Or even a pet. Just really good connection with someone.
Yeah, I suppose so. That's so cringy.
Does it
There's
two
a film
halves.
about it. They meet in their next life and they have to find each other again. And they're always the same person, but like in different bodies, I guess.
Cloud Atlas.
I think so.
Hang the DJ.
What does that mean?
Dating app episode of Black Mirror. It's like a simulation. The whole episode is their percentage compatibility rate. Really, really high chance of all these simulations ending up together. So they swipe right on each other and then they look and it's like 98.9%.
Or there's the one where it says when they're going to break up.
That is it.
Oh, is it? Right.
But it's the test of
Oh, they need to watch that again.
how
How
they
good
end
Black
up.
Mirror is.
That episode is so good.
Black Mirror is just honestly some of the best TV ever.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the film The Hunt? You need to watch it. It's very Black Mirror. So good. Last question.
This is horrible, just deep. Is there anyone you would die for?
Quite a few. And this is a weird answer. I would rather die than have to live with the grief of them dying.
Yeah.
Like, that's
But
horrible.
They'd have the grief of you dying.
I know that's so
Would you want to
savage.
put that on
I
someone?
could not. People closest in my life now, I could not go through.
You'd
losing
rather
them.
die.
Oh, 1,000%.
Ed said to me the other day, was like, if you were the first case of corona ever and you had to kill yourself so no one else got it in the world, would you do it? And I was like, yeah. Imagine this time last year being like, yeah, if you die,
Well, yeah, you're going to die.
no one
anyway.
will get corona.
Yeah, but that's, again, I can't answer these questions because it's like,
Too deep.
would you know that it was going to be really bad? Would you know how many people were going to die? Like, all that stuff.
You can't be so selfish to the point you wouldn't like die for anyone close to you. Yeah. Would you take a bullet for me?
Whoa! But yeah, I would die for a lot of people. Hopefully in a nice way. Quick and painless. Oh my god, so that was finally completed it. 70 questions with Georgie and Anna.
Bish bash bosh. 3 weeks.
2 episodes. Thank you if you made it this far listening to us chat shit.
We should start teaching each other stuff. You come to me with a story or a topic and like school me on it. And I'll come
answer
to
the
you with
question.
one. Lessons.
That's a really good
Or like
idea.
a story or a crime or like a piece of history. Well, not to bore you, but like a fun, like an exciting.
If you come here with Tudors, I'm not recording this episode.
But I'll do something
What would
like
I
really
do?
specific.
David Sure. No. We have so many episode ideas. We're always
So
gonna
many
keep
topics.
The Female Shit Show fresh. Oh, we've got a new YouTube video that just came out today, so which we did obviously speak about in the intro. Give us a watch. It's the Female Shit Show on YouTube. The Female Shit
Please
Show podcast.
subscribe to the YouTube channel as well because there's bonus stuff on there. Check our faces.
See that they're
It's so
still
funny.
there. Follow us on Instagram at the Female Shit Show. We post top qual memes.
Honestly, it's turned into a female meme page, and
It
that's
is-
okay.
it is a
The
meme
female
page.
meme show.
The female meme. The Female Shit Show. The meme. Honestly, go check out the memes because they are god tier.
You just wanted to start a meme page.
The only reason I started a podcast was so I could post memes on social media. I finally have a platform.
So if you want to see some memes and also some updates on the podcast, then follow the
please
Instagram.
follow the Instagram.
And also Twitter as well. It's a great way to get in contact with us.
And if we ever need some audience interaction, such as polls, we're going to be doing question times. For example, we have an episode coming out soon which is like, what's your icks? So you want to know what your icks are.
Because I feel like rather than just like think of our own, we will think of our own as well, obviously, but I think to get some like single icks.
We just want you to help us out. We want you to do the work.
The whole point of an ick is you're not attracted to the person. So I don't have icks because I'm not like, seeking to be attracted to any of the boys, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so it has to kind of be audience.
Oh my god, let's
Anyway.
save this. Bloody hell. We do
So
like a
that's
tangent,
all
don't
our social media plugs. Goodbye.
we? Yeah, go check us out. Keep sharing with your friends, please. Keep giving us feedback.
We love feedback, even if you message us every
Critique.
week. I've listened to the podcast, here's what I think.
Do it all. Thank you so much. We'll talk at you next week. Bye.